For my project, we're gonna be doing noodles and sauce packets because I forgot to do brownies and caramelization, like caramel on the brownies. It was gonna be super bomb, but I forgot to do it, so now we're doing this. But I'll do it over the weekend so that you can get them tomorrow, of course. All right, so we're gonna put water in the pot first, turn the stove on high, and then when it starts to boil, that's called a physical change, like when all the bubbles start showing. The water is turning from liquid to a gas, but it's still H2O, which means that it's a physical change, not chemical. The heat moves from the burner to the pot, and then the water, and that's how heat transfers. It's going from one, then it's going to another, and then another. Probably step 2, we're gonna put the noodles in. So I toss the noodles in. They're air dried, so they're hard and brittle at first. But when they hit the boiling water, they soak up the water and get super, super squishy and soft. That's because the noodles are made of like starch, and it like swells up, and that's when it starts getting like the gelatinization. Yeah. The noodles also have some protein that denatures, which basically means that the heat messes up their structure, so they go from like really, really stiff to bendy, squishy, and that's why they're kind of actually tasty instead of crunchy. It's mostly a physical change since the noodles just take in the water and heat. Step 3, the cooking process. I boiled these ones for 3 to 4 minutes. The water got a little bit cloudy, and that's from the starch coming off the noodles. So that's also another physical change. Nothing new is forming, it's just the stuff mixing into the water. And then step 4, we're draining and then putting in the sauce. So after I drain the noodles and out of the sauce packets, the sauce is oil, soy sauce, salt, sugar, and some other stuff, but that was not important. When you mix it, it all dissolves and like spreads out. And that's also physical change, because I'm not creating anything new, like no new substances. I'm just mixing it all together. Step 5, just some chemical stuffs behind it all. The only kind of chemical change that happens is when the protein in the noodles like denatures again. It's not like a crazy reaction or anything, but just the heat changing and how the molecules are folded. Like if I fried them or browned them, like cooked them, then there'd be a real chemical reaction called the, what was it? It's like called the Maillard reaction. But there's just boiling, so it's mostly physical changes. And then they were low-key bomb, let me tell ya. These ones were like different. All the ramen noodle stuff sucks. This stuff is good. But basically, when you boil and mix those noodles, most of what happens is just physical changes. This is the big, easiest physical change thing. But the boiling water, the starch swelling, it dissolves the sauce, and one kind of small chemical change with the proteins. It's pretty cool. You know, how even something simple like noodles just connects to chemistry. I wouldn't have imagined that. That didn't hit me as a kid, but now I'm in your class. And I'm learning stuff. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna make you brownies. I'm gonna put caramel on them. They're gonna be bomb. You're gonna like it, I hope.